Welcome to day 23 of NaNoWriMo, November 23rd, 2020. I had a pretty good writing session last night after I got the video recorded and uploaded. I ended up totaling out around 5,000 words in about a 3-hour period, which I thought was pretty successful. In that time, I got to introduce the twist to the story element. Everything really prior to that had been fairly mundane, and in last night's session, I really just got to go overboard with the whole fantasy element, which was really exciting to do. In addition to what I achieved last night, and I'll be writing again today, as you can see, my surroundings are somewhat different. I'm actually at my mom's house right now. I will more than likely be uploading from here and maybe 1 to 2 other locations over this coming week. On my drive here, we actually just got here. It's around 5 o'clock p.m. During the drive here, like I'd said a few videos ago, I like to listen to podcasts and other writing-related content. It helps me to understand the industry better, hear what other authors are doing, what's working, what's not working, and overall, it's just a good, well-rounded tip for any author that wants to grow in this industry to really consider checking out. You'll find authors that you really like to listen to. You'll find some that you really don't care to listen to so much. The 3 stations that I really listen to the most, and technically 4 now, there's an author named Chris Fox who writes a lot of author self-help books and sci-fi type stories. But he seems like a really enjoyable guy. His videos are a lot like mine. They're usually between 3 to 15 minutes, but he gets right to the point and has a lot of good content. Another one is the Science Fiction and Fantasy Author Marketing Podcast. There's 3 authors in that one, and they're fairly enjoyable to listen to. I've learned a lot from them, and especially whenever they bring in guest authors to just kind of expand on their already collective knowledge. And then from that same group, they've split off at least 2 of them and gone in with some other authors to do the Six Figure Author Marketing Podcast, which I've only caught a couple of their episodes thus far, but there seems to be a lot of really good content popping up there. And then, of course, the last one that I listen to regularly is The Creative Pen, which was the one that I listened to on the way here. In that last edition, at least the one that I heard, the guest author, he had a lot of really good content that he provided. And one of those was the concept of when it's time for him to write, he spends 8 to 10 hours a day writing. But he wanted to make a distinction. There's a difference between writing and typing. And it was something that really touched me on a personal level. Just because I'm not in there typing away on the keys all the time, I'm writing, at least in my mind, 15 to 17 hours a day. I'm either thinking about it, I'm planning for what I'm going to do next, I'm considering different plot elements, I'm consuming other content and breaking it down to see how I can make that work for my thing, or how I can use this element and twist it into this way, or how to not do that. There's just so much there that just because you are not actively typing does not mean you're not writing. You're not bettering yourself. And that's a really important thing that I was happy to learn today, or more happy to hear today, because that's something that I do all the time. And a lot of times I feel guilty if I am not spending all of my writing time typing. And that's really something that you have to accept. You're not always going to be able to type nonstop. Sometimes you have to plot. You have to get your outline going. You have to think about what you're going to do. And then you spend as much time of that as you can actually typing away to get your finished product. Really, that's all I wanted to discuss today while this was fresh in my mind. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to try to, in addition to working with family this evening, I'm going to try to get some writing done. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow for day 24. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.